Good evening. Thank you for choosing Graps TV and the Sicko Show. I'm your host, the Matty Man. We are eagerly awaiting the beginning of AEW Collision, and it looks like, don't think we're going to get overtime on this one. I'm hoping we don't get overtime on this one. Good God Almighty. But we are sitting here waiting right now for the wrestling to actually start. We are waiting on the Nuggets and the Clippers, which is like waiting for a nugget. You heard me, a nugget. And Denver has the ball with 4, 3, 2. He's just throwing. What in the world? I don't know if that's going to go or not go. They're going to have to do a review on it, obviously. But right now we are desperately waiting for wrestling to start. It is entirely possible. No. I don't think it's going to count. I think we've got overtime. We'll just have to sit here and wait through the overtime, I guess. Oh, my goodness. How's everybody doing today? Like, comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. If need be, we will, maybe it might be over. I don't know. That might be the luckiest luck in the history of luck. And, of course, we're waiting for the referee review here. We got 27 people already. Thank you very much. We are kicking like chickens here. I think it counts, actually, when you look at it. Yep, it's through the cylinder. It is through the cylinder and released with 1/10 of a second to go. That is like the ultimate. The only thing they can get away with here is if they call goaltending. That's the only way this game keeps going. But I think the NBA finally got their nail biter. We got 31 viewers right now. We're waiting on. I think it goes. I hadn't watched NBA basketball in a couple of years, but I think it counts. It feels like it counts. It left his hand with 1/10 of a second to go. Yeah, it counts. Yep. Lights go off, ball not touching even the tips of his fingers. But knowing the way this ref crew's been today, there's just no telling. That will be an ESPN highlight for the next 12 decades. It's going to count. If it doesn't count, they're blind. And frankly, because I want to get the wrestling going. Oh my goodness. In another lifetime, I used to coach high school basketball, so this is kind of intriguing for me because I've always had a question about that. There is no way. No, that's got to go. There is no other way around it. It doesn't matter how you play it. Not touching the tip. It counted. That's what I thought. There's no way around it. We got wrestling coming up now. If you were looking for a buzzer beater, we found it tonight. And, of course, they were like, you know what? Let's let Tony get his game on here. Come on, guys. So the Denver Nuggets win with literally a last 1/10 of a second shot that actually went in a situation that you absolutely never see happen. Ever, 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 ever. Let me let the girl know why. All right, guys, we don't need the interviews. And for those of you who want to watch wrestling, we're going to kick over to... I'm kidding. It hadn't even kicked over yet on the Max app. Let me adjust this camera one time here real quick. Give me just a second here. And we're sitting on 41 viewers. Thank you very much, guys. Looks like we're going to have a really good kick-ass stream tonight. If the actual wrestling will get started. Let's see here. See where we're at here. We are really starting to get kicking here. We're just about there. All right, guys. What's up, Fletch? We got this thing called basketball. We got this thing called basketball. There we go. Saturday night's all right, just kicked in. What's up, Fuego? What up, buddy? We finally got some wrestling going on here. Playoff Palooza. AEW Collision, live with Graps TV and the Sicko Show. I'm your host, the Matty Man, for all the new people showing up here. You may or may not have been through this stream here. Graps, yeah, let's go Colliders. You got that right. Now we got 2 good hours of wrestling. Tony's got a hell of a lead-in, too. I mean, seriously, Tony has a hell of a lead-in. And we have no commentary whatsoever. What's up, Catherine? There we go. There we go. All right, let's see what we're getting here. I know it feels like for damn ever. And we're kicking off with our favorite here, Swerve Strickland. And welcome to the new layout. It's going to be our layout style going forward for the conceivable time period right now. It's Prince Nana and Swerve Strickland opening up the show. We're going to have a ball tonight, guys. From what I can tell, the matches are going to be good. I have not looked at any spoilers, so I would be pleasantly surprised. I understand this is tape, but you know what? We're almost at 50 viewers. I'm loving it. Jump in, get in where you fit in, as Fatu would say. The most dangerous man in AEW, Swerve Strickland. Yeah, no, I can't do all that hopping and shit. All right, crowd in there, lively tonight. We got a lively crowd for this one. This ought to be fun. Talk to the people, Swerve. That's right, he's got Blake Christian coming up. I forgot about that. Let's see what we got. And not to be outdone, it's Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, the Young Bucks. If you're going buck hunting, never a better time than right now. Let's see here. There we go. You're right about that, Fuego. I mean, it's just been a minute. Oh, Lord. All right, so we have had a format change right away to start the game off. So that means Swerve Strickland's actually going to kick Blake Christian's ass in street clothes. This ought to be interesting. Is that a hint that maybe they're going to bring Blake Christian up to the main roster permanently and he's probably going to be an EV or be an elite? That wouldn't be a bad. I could live with that. Hey, we got 54 viewers. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I could live with that. Yeah, I know. That's what I was just thinking right away. Fuego. It's like, here, walk with me for just a second. That's actually a good call out. Because I think he definitely has the goods to maintain on either. Really, honestly, Collision be a good spot for him. I don't know if he's dynamite material just yet. But obviously he's getting a tryout because the Jacksons are going to sit there. And I'm sorry, Mr. Jackson, he's not for real. Anyway, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Lee already with the cheatsies. But yeah, Blake Christian been looking good on television here. I mean, I could definitely see him taking Jack Perry's spot, and that would actually make some good action for Jack too when he came back. Obviously, damn. Yes, he can talk enough too. That's correct. He's a good bullshitter. I like what you're saying. I like where we're going with this. I really do. And he is talking shit just like the Jacksons. Gotcha. Wow. Sounds like a plan to me. They're still in New Orleans with this thing, right? I think that's where they were doing from Wednesday, New Orleans. That wouldn't be a bad move either right there, Catherine. I could get with that. There we go. Looks like Swerve's trying to get his groove back here. We got 62. Thank you. I had a feeling tonight was going to be a pretty good night because, you know, Wednesday was tricky. Wednesday was tricky. See what we got going on here. What was that all about? There we go. Oh, hot shot. That was nice. Uh-oh. He's just letting them know I can do it in street clothes too, Bubba. That's right. I forgot about that too. I forgot he's pulling double duty this weekend. Oh, big kick to the head. Uh-oh. Yeah, Blake Christian can go. I'm impressed with him. I am thoroughly impressed with Blake Christian. All that I can leave behind. I can do without a lot of that, but as far as his actual wrestling ability, I can do without the zesty bullshit, but, you know. You about to put a hurting on this guy. Yeah, just like that. And that's game over for Blake Christian. I think he makes the cut, though. I think he makes the cut. For real, I think he makes the cut. You say he ready to go buck hunting? We got 70 viewers in the house. Thank you very much. Good Lord, what a night. Not bad for a Saturday night, too. I bet the numbers on this thing are going to be good. They couldn't have gotten a better lead-in for this show. They could not have gotten a better lead-in. Up from behind, Lee J. So I'm guessing Lee J might actually get invited into this elite-looking thing, too, you know? All right, you're down 2 now. Uh-oh, cheap shot galore here. For the EVP trigger. I tell you what, man, the Jacksons know how to get some heat. They know how to get some heat. I'm wondering if Paige comes out and makes the save here. No, Nana comes out here and makes the save. Yep. What is this noise? Oh, Kenneth Omega III. Catherine's happy. And he's getting the shit kicked out of him, too. Kenneth Omega III. Uh-oh. Here comes another one. Catherine is currently in heaven. We got 80 viewers kicking up here. Yeah, Kenny will probably show up on Wednesday. Make sure you get pictures, too. Make sure you get the pictures. We'll be here on Wednesday, too. Probably going to have another announcement for another advertiser coming through. And possibly another thing here, too, that may change the viewership. I'll let you know. I'll let you know. I got a conference on Monday. Yeah, Bucks versus Swerve and Omega. That would sell tickets right there. That should sell really well right there. Not a bad call, Catherine. Yeah. There you go. We're going to check in with Samoa Joe now. And that Hawaiian shirt. Yes, they do. There we go. Wednesday, May 14th is when we're getting that match, guys. Samoa Joe and Jon Moxley, Wednesday the 14th. Once again, often never imitated, attempted duplicated, the one, the only, the timeless one, Tony Storm. I got a feeling this match is going to bang in 12 different languages on 6 continents. Chicken is going to be women's champion for about another year or two. I wouldn't break my heart. I know it ain't going to happen, but, you know. If nothing more than the scrums, man. And here comes the one, the only, probably one of my favorites for most improved of the year, Queen Aminata. This really ought to be a good damn match. Yes, all that. Oh, we're at 92 already. It's my understanding they're going to do some test runs to do this thing on Thursday. The only problem with that I see coming up is having NFL football on Amazon and Tony not really liking to compete with football because it's just not really in his best interest to do that. But they're tossing around right now having a Wednesday, Thursday type scenario. There we go. Tony's like, fell for it again. Got him. Oh. Tony going for the pin quick, picking up a 2 count. Damn. That was a nice shoulder tackle right there. Got a gator roll going on there. Ah, there we go. Tony trying to get her tied up. She's just not going for it. That's all there is to it. It's good skill. Nice hip toss. Did pick up a 1 count. Big bite to the forehead. That's out of character. But that'll probably fire up Tony Storm here in just a minute. Nice shoulder tackle. Oh, basement drop kick. I'm telling you right now, man. Y'all in Norfolk. Catherine will be in Norfolk. So they're going to be live in Atlantic City on Saturday, so we won't have to worry about that. Then we're kicking over to May, and we're getting closer and closer to that world title match, leading into Double or Nothing. Uh-oh, not cool. Tony had that scouted, didn't have that scouted, though. Solid headbutt. This is interesting. I don't know what I just saw there, but it was innovative. That's the word I'm looking for. Innovative. Big knee to the head. And they're going straight to picture-in-picture up top here. Oh, looking good, looking good. There we go. Going straight to picture-in-picture here. Tony looking like she's in a little bit of trouble, like she might have a bloody nose. Sometimes that stuff happens when you work with Aminata, though. Aminata works stiffly. Pause. No pause. But oh, I know. Catherine, that is music to my ears. I knew about that. I saw that. AAA has not sold out Arena Mexico in a minute. It hadn't been, I'm not going to say it's been decades and like everybody else is. That's simply not true. I saw it sold out last year. That being said, if they sell out Arena Mexico, that's going to be a scary-ass gate. And, one second. I do not see a way to counter-program that program. Because even if you counter-program it, the place is still sold out. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, you can counter-program that show. Excuse me. The later it gets, the worse it gets. You can try to counter-program that show all you want to. Even if you successfully kind of counter-program it, it's still sold out. How many does Arena Mexico hold full capacity? Because that's the question that I think we probably have to start thinking about. I mean, we have to start considering what it is at full capacity. Because if it's like 60,000 or some silliness like that right there, that's going to be a scary number. Let's see here. Give me a second. Gmail. And they're back. Let's see here. 22,300. That's good. I thought it said 60,000. Daggone, I don't know what I'm thinking. I might be brain dead tonight. It's been late. It's late. Uh-oh, test press. Tony is just really laying it down now. There we go. 22,300 is a hell of a gate. You might get arrested in Norfolk. It's hard to get arrested in Norfolk. Just so you know, Catherine, it is damn near impossible to get arrested in Norfolk. If it were possible to get arrested in Norfolk, NWA would have never ran there. And it ain't changed much since. Uh-oh, 1, 2, not enough for 3. Drop toe hold. Running foot, damn. Toni Storm gets herself out the ring wisely. Oh, drop toe hold into the chair. Yeah, Tony does have a bloody nose. I saw that coming. We just busted 100 viewers. Thank you. We got plenty of capacity. Like, comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's see here. Of course, the phone screws up right now. There we go. Not enough for 3, though, with that flying body press. Uh-oh. Not enough for 3, though. Picking up a 2 count, though. She's killing it on these 2 counts here. Almost worry about her sneaking a 3 count in there somewhere. This has been the exact match I thought it was going to be. It's been a hell of a match. Oof. Oh! Not enough for 3. But definitely not the Storm Zero either, so... Uh-oh. Got her with a flip. Not enough for 3, though. Whoa. Swinging that breaker from nowhere. Amanada better put the foot on the gas. We're running out of time here. But I think a tie earns you a title match, too. If you wrestle to a draw, I think you wind up with a title match as well. Solid back suplex. Looking for the hip attack. Oh, massive hip attack. Straight to the Storm Zero. Straight to the Storm Zero. Game over. You can count to 25. Tony Storm picking up the win here. Nice one. Hip attack right into Storm Zero for the 1, 2, 3. This eliminator match is eliminated. Now with everything out of contest station, I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't mind seeing her wrestle a little bit more often. But working collision is something. Goes and checks on her competitor. All right, we're going to a backstage segment here with Lexi Nair. Let's see who she's interviewing. Jeff Jarrett, Jay Lethal, and the big dude. I'm guessing Sanjay's on the outs with this crowd. Nothing. Uh-oh. Jay Lethal declaring he has the ideas. And even the big dude's like, nah, I'm out. They're taking a commercial break. We're going to take it with them here. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Thank you. And I'm back. We're still waiting on the commercial breaks to get through here, but that's okay. We got that awesome hold music. I think their audio's a little bit goofy coming in today, too, so that's going to be a little bit of an issue trying to keep up with commentary, but, hey, it is what it is. Like, comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's see what we got going on here. Hey, we got Ask Caster. And let's see who comes out to the Max Caster Challenge. Pause. We're going to pause Max on that one right there. Ladies and gentlemen, it's still Playoff Palooza. Worst wrestler alive. Let's go, Max. You're the worst wrestler alive. Oh my God, the crowd is actually getting into this. I gotta say though, the gimmick is starting to kind of warm up. I'm starting to kind of warm up to the gimmick. If he's going to curtain jerk and get squashed, I'm warming up to the gimmick. The worst wrestler alive. Hologram! So Hologram's going to squash Caster. And the fans are going to get a treat with him. Oh man, now he's giving away stuff too. He don't even have to do that and they love him. This ought to be interesting right here. Hologram and Max Caster. I will confess, I wanted to see these guys work together at least once. There we go. Oh, big Hurricanrana. Uh-oh. Max is actually going to get some offense in on this match, which ought to be cool. Maybe not. Swing and a miss. Oh, Spanish fly. Here comes that suicide dive. Hologram getting set up. Put this one away. Uh-oh. There it is. Game over. And that's the game, set, and match right there. Max Caster continuing to be the worst wrestler alive. Well, that was it for old Max there again. The only person I think he could beat is maybe James Ellsworth. That might be a stretch right there. Let's get a recap from last week. All right. Oh, here comes the crew. The crew in Top Flight. Tornado tag team match on top of that. And here come the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles themselves, crew. I don't know who talked them into this ring gear, but whoever it is, please, please, please fire them. They look like rotten pomegranates at this point. Dante and Darius Martin, led by Layla Gray herself. Top Flight making their way to the ring right now. Tornado DDT, tornado tag match. Sorry, I've got moves in my head. My bad. Tornado tag match. This ought to be, given the set of talent we got in the ring right now, this ought to be nonstop. This ought to be, insane, guys. This really ought to be insane. All right, we're getting it on right now. We're not really even waiting on the bell. Cool. No, I don't think we'll see any chain wrestling tonight on this one, Nigel. Though chains are definitely a possibility. Uh-oh, dodging a bullet. I guess this is anything goes on top of that. Double kendo sticks probably going to get their ass whipped coming in the ring. That was just not really wise. Oh, walked right into that one. Got him. Good God Almighty. Not enough for 3, though. That was evil what they just did to this dude. Uh-oh, what are we getting out of this one? Damn. Not enough for 3, though. Oh, yeah, you're definitely getting Kenny Omega and Speedball Mike Bailey and Mark Briscoe. Not sure you're going to wind up getting Will Ospreay, but yeah, Catherine's probably. Hey, guys, we need to start a GoFundMe for Catherine's bail fund. We're gonna need to start a GoFundMe for Catherine's bail fund. Straight out of Norfolk. Uh-oh. Leo Rush directing traffic. Oh. Damn. Not enough for 3, though. You still got a kendo stick in the damn ring, son. What are you doing? That's what I'm saying. The kendo stick's still in the ring, Bubba. Yeah. And they're heading to picture-in-picture right now. Hey, we're at 108 viewers, almost 110 right now. We're almost hitting the hour mark. And just remember, emus can't help people save on their car insurance, as the hobo emu is making his way off the farm. I tell you what, the crew's looking like they're handling business right about now. Got him in a chokehold. Got Darius. I think that's Darius right there. Yeah, Darius. Got Darius in a chokehold with the kendo stick there, beating the living shit out of him. Just like it's another day at the office. And we still got AR Fox saying, "Roosh." You know that's Warner's favorite guy right there. That and Alex the Hype Man. You know, you get all them people in the room at the same time, you know Warner is happy, happy, happy. Let's see here. Crew is getting the upper hand in this match pretty well. What in the world? I'm still hearing stuff in the background. There we go. Got to keep an eye on a couple of things here just to make sure that we're not getting caught off guard. All right, yeah, so I'm hearing stuff, but I'm not picking stuff up on the Discord. If you guys are sending me messages on Discord, I have absolutely no earthly idea how to check them. Yeah, you know, Warner's got that Mayo. The Mayo is going strong. We got Roosh coming up. We got, you know what? We could get Alex the Hype Man, and that would definitely just make his day right there. Max Caster already set the tone for him, I think. I can be wrong about that, but it feels like Max Caster's already set the tone for him. So Warner's probably in seventh heaven right now. Yeah, like I said, Catherine, we are going to start a GoFundMe for your bail fund. We have a feeling that you may need that at this point. So yeah, Kenny Omega, you probably got good seats. Meanwhile, Darius and Dante are acquainting Leo Rush with the lid off of a trash can. There's going to be the thumbtacks. Fruit roll up. Not enough for 3. Dante getting in the ring here. Uh-oh, cutter. Not enough for 3, though. I got to tell you, though, this has been an exciting one so far. So far, Collision has been everything as built. And I think Swerve set the tone. I really do think Swerve and Blake Christian did a damn good job setting the tone for this show. The bag of death. Oh, my God, Tony. Mardi Gras beads in the bag. And lit Mardi Gras beads. Oh, right through the Mardi Gras beads. Oh, not enough for 3, though. I have no earthly idea even what my Discord info is. That's what's killing me here. Give me a second. I'll look it up again. I don't know much about this thing. Somebody's told me to get on it, and I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know how to use it, but we'll figure it out. Okay. What I know is it's this. That's my username on there. I mean, I have not a damn clue how to use this stuff. So if you're looking for me on Discord, though, there's my Discord. Got Darius eating a chair and a drop kick. This could be a brain buster on the chair. Oh, hello. Not enough for 3. Darius kicking out the last minute. But that's all I know about it right there, Catherine. That's my ID on there. That looked like that hurt. Now, Darius is showing up, showing off. There we go. Oh! Layla Gray taking bumps out here, too. Big cutter. Big frog splash. That made my gut hurt. 450. And it's over. Now, I'm shocked on this one. I did not think Crew was going to pull this one off. I already accepted it, Catherine. Appreciate you. I still have no damn idea how to use it. Somebody's got to teach me. I do love the Crew. I just didn't think they were going to give him the win because, you know, Top Flight's been going over on all these matches here lately. Layla Gray, though, taking a hell of a bump. All right, they're taking a break. We'll be right back here in about 60 seconds. I really appreciate that, Catherine, because I still have not one damn clue how to use it. Everybody's like, get on there, get on. I'm like, great. I have no idea how to use it. I do know we got 110 viewers right now. Thank you very much. I do know they got one commercial playing on the big screen up here, and I think that's what we're waiting on right now. The one thing I do like about Max, though, is you got that little yellow light there to kind of let you know. And when that yellow light goes out, you know you're getting ready to go live again here. So at least I give them credit for that. They figured that part out pretty easily. But yeah, Discord is what everybody's telling me to use, and they tell me you can even go live on Discord. We're going to be a minute figuring that one out, all right? That's the best way to put it right there. We're going to be a minute figuring that one out. There we go. And here comes the one, the only. We have missed Anna Jay. Anna Jay making her way to the ring right now. But who's counting, right, Tony? Taylor Gainey. Reasonably good talent there. Local talent, no doubt. And I think if we were talking earlier about if Mariah May decides that she does want to go to WWE, this might be a boost for Anna Jay, because Anna Jay could just step right up into that slot. Uh-oh, we're going to get a quick one. We're going to get a quick one here. And stylish in the middle of that pin. Anna Jay picking up the win there. 1, 2, 3. Definitely not working by the hour, that's for sure. What's up, Dev? How you doing, buddy? We starting a GoFundMe for Catherine's bail fund she doesn't know she needs yet. And Penelope Ford coming out to make the confrontation here with Anna Jay. It's a battle of the booties. Got her back turned to her. I would appreciate that, all the help I can get, because like I said, I haven't got the first damn clue how it works. Uh-oh. Megan Bain making her way to the ring here. The Megasis is in the ring now. Bane's Descent, otherwise known as F5, out of nowhere. I would not be the least bit mad at a Megan Bain and a Jay feud. I would not be the least bit mad at that either. That'd be some good solid profile for both of them. And Penelope Ford in there as a side attraction wouldn't hurt either. By the way, just a quick reminder too, Mercedes Moné going to be wrestling in Arena Mexico. She's going to be the first woman to ever work Arena Mexico. Let me get through this in my head so I don't screw it up. Arena Mexico, Wembley Stadium, Madison Square Garden, and I'm brain dead today. Yeah, the J-Bane feud is going to be money. I'm having a brain fart here. See, Madison, Arena Mexico, Wembley Stadium, and there's one more. Oh, Tokyo Dome. My bad, Tokyo Dome. I had to think about that for a second. But yeah, the Anna Jay, and I ain't even the least bit mad about it. I remembered it at the last minute, Catherine. It was just one of those things where it's late night. I done the set here. I was up late one night here a couple days ago. Couldn't sleep. Came back in here to kind of soothe my mind, work on some creative and things like that. And then as I'm starting to leave at 3 o'clock in the morning, back there behind me where the sign is, I bashed my head pretty solidly. So I'm still kind of recovering from that as well. That was very painful at 3 o'clock in the morning. Suffice it to say, I just went on and stayed the hell up with a headache. And I had a headache up until about, I don't know, about 10, 11 o'clock this morning. So, yeah, I'm still kind of collecting myself on that. Bandito. Bandito. Boy, belted up works for him. There we go. We are getting there. Wow. Bandito. Well, at least the crowd understands the assignment. I guess Dralistico's just packing his shit and trying to go home. No code of honor for this one. A little bit of no honor from Dralistico, though. That was a hell of a chop. Good Lord. Uh-oh. Oh, swing and a miss. Oh, gut check. Springboard. into the Hurricanrana. Take a good look at this, because you ain't going to see this in AAA ever again. Ever. People say never. I'm saying never. So if you want Lucha, looks like it's going to be AEW and CMLL. Yes, not only is the arena abuzz, Catherine is abuzz at the announcement of the 8-man All-Star Tag Team. We're definitely going to have to collect bail money for Catherine, because I have a feeling she's going to need it. I tell you what, just send a SOS if they're arresting you, okay? You'll probably pop into the show anyway just to say hey and this stuff. Send a SOS if you're about to get arrested, and we'll go ahead and raise your bail for you. My guess is Aubrey has forgotten how to count. Not a shocker. Uh-oh, we got the doctor over here. They're going to be taking a break. We're going to take it with them. We'll be right back here in about 60 seconds. And we're back. They're still on commercial break here. Apparently, one or both are hurt, so they ran a commercial for that. I do indeed hope both of them are okay, because, you know, it sucks to get injured. It really sucks to get injured in a title match, and it really sucks to get injured, period. So, prayers out for both of them. I don't know what the outcome is on this, because like I said, I didn't look at the spoilers or anything. In fact, I didn't even realize it was taped until about yesterday. Then I made a concerted effort not to look at spoilers at all for anything. They're back. Bandito with a running suicide dive, a suicida, or whatever they call it. Oh, yeah, he caught Dralistico snacking. Snacking and slacking. Bandito's good for this company. I can't think of a better way to put it. He's just good for this company. The energy is good. Everything's good. For the most part, he's safe. I say the most part because he did give himself a concussion, so... But that could happen. But not enough for 3. Dralistico kicking out the last possible second. Like, comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. You are watching Graps TV and the Sicko Show. I'm your host, the Matty Man. We are covering AEW Collision Playoff Palooza. And get used to this layout because this is going to be our traditional layout going forward for the foreseeable future. More things are coming down the pipe. Trust me on that. We got 115. We're almost to 120. Those are the kind of numbers I like to see on a Saturday night, even though I know, and it makes me feel even better because I know you have other things to do, but you chose to come spend time with us. And like I always say, you are the stars. I am the conduit. Yeah, I'm telling you, Deb, some days is harder than others. Pause. Yeah, definitely. Especially on Twitter or X or whatever we're supposed to be calling that thing now. Uh-oh. Almost a reversal for a 3 count there. Oh, super kick. What in the hell was that? Who? Wall-to-wall action kicking around here. Nothing like that big AEW symbol right in the middle of the mat, too. In case you're wondering who's sponsoring the show, nobody! Oof. Oh. Dralistico seems to be catching some steam here. Wow. Not enough for 3, though. What's up, PWR? What's up, buddy? How you doing? Good to see you tonight. Bandito picking up the pin. This has been an awesome match right here. You know, Dev, I liked the 6-sided ring. I never understood the problem with not having it. Do you know how you could do, if you got a 6-sided ring, I mean, let's think about this for a second. Let's consider the possibilities. You could have 6 different tag teams going at it. You could have 6 individuals like that. There you go, PWR. That will be cool. I thought, I think what we're gonna wind up doing here is once I get the Xylo guys completely paid in and everything, I think I'm just gonna start hitting these big pay-per-view venues all the way across the board. There may be a hitch in my giddy up, so to speak. I've got a conversation going on right now with a major promotion. There may be a hitch in my giddy up that may affect the pay-per-views that I go to and so on and so forth if I'm going to be representing one of the promotions. So I'm working on it, but I wouldn't mind going to TNA Under Siege. I liked the TNA event I saw in November. I think we were all sitting there chilling. Catherine was chilling there. The Mr. Starch from Covalent TV, myself, Catherine's son, and Mr. Starch's videographer. We were having a really damn good time at that show. So, yeah. And they're taking another commercial break. We'll be right back in 60 seconds. And I'm back. They still got commercials going on. That's fine. We can hang out a little bit. I wouldn't mind going to Under Siege. I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to order it. And they're back. AR Fox making his way to the ring right now. AR Fox, a standout as of late. Definitely a crowd favorite. He's one of those heels you just can't not cheer. I'm kind of hoping Tony pivots and turns him back face because I just don't. But when it comes to the six-sided ring, Dev, not for nothing, there are so many possibilities. We just hit 120. Thank you. There are so many possibilities with a six-sided ring. There really is. The only problem is that's a TNA original thing. And I think it might turn out to be a little bit of a hassle now that WWE and TNA are in bed together. But I would really definitely love to see the six-sided ring. I miss it. In all honesty, I really do miss it. And here comes Roosh. It's even in his entrance now. It's going to be one of those nights, folks. I'm just going to sneeze myself to sleep. Yes, it is. And I don't think Mikey Ruckus gets enough credit for what he does. I mean, as much as we crap all over Def Rebel, I don't ever see a lot of praise for what he does. I usually do my best at least once a week to give him a shout out. And Roosh is making sure AR Fox sees all four sides. There we go. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah, we don't need to have one of those conversations to actually appreciate the fact that individuality and stuff that actually matches the wrestler does nothing but help them get over. That's all there is to it. Yeah, that too. Pause. They're going to be busy. And Roosh striking a pose here. Roosh getting a pop out of the crowd. Not enough for 3, but he picked up a 2. Uh-oh. Trouble incoming. Big crossbody. Damn. Not enough for 3, though. That's ridiculous agility right there. Damn. Oh. You get the Hearns. Oh, say goodnight, AR. AR Fox just got laid out like nothing right there, man. Roosh picking up the win. Yeah, this one is sort of inching that way. I want to see the rest of it though. I mean, this is not bad. I would like to see AR Fox get on the W side of life here. Would be nice. But then again, my list of people who need to start picking up wins is getting longer every week because they're doing great on the enhancement side. It's Trent Beretta and Rocky Romero on their recent heel turn. 20 years. It's an insult, y'all. Oh, Rocky's mad because he didn't make the t-shirt. Okay, now we're getting some context. Oh, Beretta and Romero making short work of the Outrunners. I think he knocked a fanny pack off. Or a hat. You will appreciate it. You will acknowledge them. They're taking a commercial break. We'll be right back here again in 60 seconds. Hang tight. And I'm back. Yeah, Trent Champa. Dev, I don't have an opinion of Trent Beretta yet because when I was coming on the scene for wow, I just saw something there crazy. When I was coming on the scene for AEW, Trent was on his way out for this extended period of time. So I honestly have not seen Trent Beretta work enough yet to whether I like him or don't like him. The vignettes aren't hitting for me. I mean, obviously, they're not hitting with me. That doesn't mean he's horrible just yet, but, right now I'm reserving opinion until I get an opportunity to see him. Rocky Romero, on the other hand, I think is incredibly talented and incredibly old. That's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. But in this business right here, in dog years, he's about 14. So, I mean, at some point in time, he's going to need to hit the trail and become a manager or some sort like that. If he's going to stay involved in the business, I do have an opinion of Rocky Romero. Without a question, I have an opinion of him. It's not bad. It's just neutral. I mean, I can take him or leave him depending on the match that's in. But to be honest with you, if I had my druthers, I'd rather not see him on television. So, I mean, that's the whole thing. I haven't yet formed an opinion on Trent Beretta, though. Pause. 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 Multiple pauses. I like Rocky. I like him. I can take him or leave him. Like I said, I've seen Rocky Romero work in a lot of different environments. Saw him in MLP. Saw him in New Japan. Saw him with AEW. Saw him with Ring of Honor. And I've saw him with MLW. I've seen him with several different promotions. And it's a little bit different depending on the promotion. FTR making their way to the ring now with Stokely Hathaway. Yeah, Hangman is one of Catherine's favorite wrestlers of all time. She's got posters of him on her wall. And she's going straight to Norfolk just to see Hangman Adam Page. Yeah, and she won't admit it. She won't admit it. But secretly, she's like, I'm going to need bail money if Hangman pops out there. She knows she's going to need it. I mean, Kenny Omega's all right, you know. Will Ospreay, he's all right, you know. But, boy, howdy. When Hangman Adam Page gets on that screen, she just loses it. Oh, tell the truth, Catherine. Now, I was being honest at the end of that. You do lose it whenever he gets on gets on television. I've seen you lose your shit multiple times. Just not in a positive way. See, I didn't lie. I just go all the way with the truth. Paragon making their way to the arena here at this point. See, Catherine has this deep obsession with Hangman Adam Page. Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong, now I will tell you this, he's always been one of my favorites. And I know he's an acquired taste for a lot of people, but I like Roderick Strong. I like watching him work. And he's taking pretty damn good care of himself as it goes. So, I'm a big Roderick Strong fan. I really am. I'm a terribly huge Roderick Strong fan. Now, the one thing that I will say about AEW that's kind of a little bit offsetting, and it's not even a negative, it's just constructive criticism. The way that they move these factions around and the way they keep changing names and stuff, like, you know, I don't know if I'm watching Undisputed Kingdom, Paragon, whatever that collaboration shit was they had. You know, it's kind of hard to keep up with some of it, you know. Conglomeration, I'm sorry. So they're actually working like three factions at one time. Now I can see where the casual viewer would probably get lost in all that. So that's just a constructive criticism for AEW on that. Not even really a heavy criticism, but I can see where the average viewer or the casual viewer gets thrown off by some of that stuff. I miss Kyle O'Reilly too. But the way they move these factions around, and 1 minute they're the conglomeration, 1 minute they're the undisputed, now they're the Paragon. There'll be a partridge in a pear tree next week. I mean, I appreciate the wrestlers, but if they're going to keep doing stuff like that, just get rid of the factions. You know. Just we're the badasses for this one, we're a different set of badasses for another one, and yet another set of badasses for another one. We're just the badasses. Just call themselves the badass faction. Call it a day. But I do believe things like that are what create disconnects. That and fans who watch stupid podcasters, but that's neither here nor there. They're working on double submissions there, but not quite getting the job done. Roddy being 40 is definitely a mind-altering experience when you watch him work in the ring. FTR being up there, mind-altering experience. Stokely Hathaway, not so much. I've come to expect stupid from him. Oh, a little bit of interference getting that thing going on there like that. FTR really is a quality and premier tag team, too, so I'm going to be enjoying some of this heel work, although I'm pretty sure Cash Wheeler is the one that's going to be carrying the mic on this, because my daughter just doesn't work very well with heel teams. Oh, Kyle getting back into this match here, slowly but surely. Catherine just once again thinking about Hangman Adam Page in Norfolk, Virginia is just blowing her mind right now. It's absolutely inconceivable. And she's going to have Kenny Omega at the same time. And possibly, get Konosuke Takeshita in there. Get a little bit of Will Ospreay. But Hangman, that's where it's at right there. Okay, so we're exchanging double team moves here. There we go. Getting the job done. Yeah, I mean, and it's a lot of action. That's the thing about it. One of the things that I have said is I don't want AEW to be anything like WWE. In fact, we have way too many commercials tonight so far. It's bugging the shit out of me. But I understand it takes viewers to keep a television show on. And at least when they get back, it's balls to the wall. So, I mean, they give me back the energy that I need to put up with the 5,000 commercials that we're having right now, which they need to have to catch the casual viewer. They need to do the recaps. They need to do the reviews. They need to do all of that. Now, I don't need it, but the casual viewer does. And if that means we get bigger numbers, pause, I'm good with it. See, I am a true fan. I think all of us in here are true fans. If they've got to modify it a little bit to appeal to the casual viewer and it raises the numbers up. Like if we pull a 534 on this one. If we pull a 534 today on the Nielsen's, and you add in that 500,000 or so on Max, we pull 1 million with something like this right here, I'm good with it. If that's what it takes to pull the numbers, I will take one for the team, pause. And I will keep my mouth shut and I will not complain. Now, if we go a month or two of this shit and it doesn't change the numbers or anything, I'll be like, you know what, Tony, they're not going to watch. Fuck it. Let's go back to the way things were. Let's keep it the way things were. Still book, still do the storytelling, still do all that. But drop the recaps and the reviews and all that crap, and let's just get back to wrestling. And if these people are committed to not understanding you, I'm committed to not worrying about them. That's the way I've always been. If you are committed to not understand a product, ran into a podcast that shall remain nameless because one of my friends actually hosts part of it. But when the questions came down, when did you start watching wrestling? 2006. Okay, well, that already tells me part of what I need to know. What's your problem with AEW? Well, I don't watch the product. I watch clips. Well, then how can you form an opinion on it? I can't form an opinion off clips, and I refuse to even try. Because the person cutting the clip either wants me to like that person or hate that person, and it's cut accordingly. Most of you guys are clip masters around here. Pause, if necessary. You know how to get your point across. See, if I do a clip, it's just like, well, I thought this was cool, and I throw it out there. Or, if I want to emphasize something, I did a clip for Riho. I wanted to emphasize a specific moment in the progress show that I covered. Those are things that I like to do, but I don't have any kind of agenda behind it. Some of you guys got like graphics and all kind of shit that goes along with it. You can take a clip and make somebody like or hate the person you're clipping. So that's not a good way to do it. Just throwing that out there. But those podcasters need to go away because they influence other people. Yeah, see, Catherine's all about that buckshot. I'm telling you right now. Probably about the back shot, too. Pause. No pause. And they're back. Kyle O'Reilly kicking the shit out of Cash Wheeler. Cash Wheeler. I get it right here in a minute. I can't talk. They're going to try to break Roderick Strong's leg. Oh, game over. Using those steel steps as a weapon, like most good heels should do. Kyle's starting to take things into his own hands. Pause. Roddy is trying to break free of the current bit of prison he's in right here. They got him locked up pretty good in that ring right there. But I think FTR is one of the best. Yeah, but they're committed to not understanding, and the backup that they've got for it is I watch clips, so fuck them. Not even caring how that comes across. If somebody wants to clip this and send it, I don't give a shit. But if that is your, oh God, that one right there. When you told me that, I was like, why the fuck do you even watch? Why do you even watch? Yeah. But if you're committed to not understanding, I'm committed to not giving a damn about your feelings if you don't like what I got to say. You know. And it does add unnecessary fuel to tribalism. There's no point in it. I can find something good about a WWE show. Now, case in point, we had the SmackDown, and I know this isn't a WWE show, but I want to bring this up. The main event, you know, they could be doing at least a match like that a month just to appeal to somebody like me. Yeah. Well, continue to be mean, Catherine. Yeah, Cash has got this heel thing down pat. I think that Dax is leaning a little too heavy into it, and it makes him a hard sell. But, I mean, Cash is working out that confused heel thing like a champ. But like I say, if you're committed to not understanding the product, I'm committed to not giving a damn what you think about what I got to say. I'm thoroughly committed to that. Yeah. And of course, somebody said, the person in question, oh no, I understand the product. I'm like, I don't think you do. Not enough for 3, though. Kyle's getting his ass whooped in here. Roddy, we need you back in the match. Limping or not limping, suck it up, Buttercup. But you got to quit being mean to those folks, Catherine. I'm telling you, it's a never-ending cycle. They say stupid shit, you call it out, you're mean. They say stupid shit, you call it out, you're mean. It's a never-ending cycle. You must break the cycle. Do like I did. Click. Goodbye. I'll be honest with you, too. Cash is doing some of the best wrestling I've seen him do, and I have been watching FTR for almost a decade. But I do believe that Cash Wheeler is doing some of his best wrestling right now, too. Kyle O'Reilly's out there wrestling his ass off right now. Yeah, I mean, Kyle O'Reilly's got it going on, too. He just needs somebody to talk for him. He's not that great on the mic. But in that ring, man, when that bell rings, he's something else. That's the other thing, too, like what I said about Dax Hardwood. I don't think heel work works with my daughter. as well as everybody thinks it works. But Roderick trying to get up there, pause. And, of course, Cash Wheeler just dropped him right back on the step. And ate a fist for his trouble. Uh-oh, he's got Dax. The octopus. Oh, not enough for 3. All right, they're taking it to picture-in-picture here. But like I said, you know, if this kind of commercial activity and stuff like that, if the picture-in-picture works, if the recaps work, if all of this works and starts building viewership, I personally am willing to take one for the team. Is it my cup of tea? No. But am I going to sit there and bitch and moan about it all the time? No. If the numbers go up. But now if the numbers stagnate or they stay down, I'm giving it 2 or 3 months because they didn't get here overnight. They're not going to get out of it overnight. I mean, there's been a lot of damage done to the product, not by Tony Khan, but by people he thought he could trust. Yeah. Yeah, of course. I mean, it's on us to talk about it. And that's why I talk about it every once in a while when I can. Because we know what the problem is, but how do you solve it? And the way you solve it, I tell you what, Dave, if you got a chance, I don't know if you do this very often, but jump on Covalent. Listen to, pause. Jump on Covalent TV when they do their reviews and just listen to Mr. Starks and how he does it. You know, he breaks it down like a fraction, as he says, and that is, I guess, a copyrighted or trademarked statement that he makes on a regular basis. But just like when the conversation started, I know how to start a conversation like, okay, when did you start watching wrestling? 2006? Okay, I'm dealing with a regular drone. And like we were talking about, Mr. Starks and I had a conversation. He goes, you know how to figure out an old drone? I said, well, no, not really. I hadn't thought about it. He goes, okay, well, I got a question for you. What's that? He says, it's 1997. You got WCW and WWF on the television at the same time. Which one are you watching? I said, both. Yeah. You know, and he's like, bingo. And he said, because an old drone will say one or the other, but most of the time they'll say WWF. And they'll give you 10,000 reasons why WWF is the move. Once you've established that you're dealing with a drone, then you know when to shut up, because some people genuinely do want to know about the product. Oh, you're fine, Dev. You're fine. I know how it happens, man. No, you're perfectly fine, Dev. I can read typo all the time. I have a wife. So, I mean, I read typo with relative ease because she typos a lot of stuff. And it's just because she gets in a hurry and tries to, and I can read through the message and get the intent. So she's just giving up on trying to correct herself because she knows I get what she's saying. Sometimes when you're incredibly intelligent like she is, you get way ahead of yourself and the message comes out garbled. She's ridiculously intelligent. I mean, it is insane how intelligent she is, and her empathy chart is off the charts. Her EQ is just as high as her IQ. So when I get messages from her, especially when she's in a bad mood or something like that, they come through garbled. I got to be able to figure out what she's talking about. So I'm good at this. I'm really good at this. I'm good at reading the intent and not the words. So I get you, man. Don't worry about it. You don't ever have to apologize for anything around me. Ever. I'm telling you right now, Kyle O'Reilly has scored massive bonus points here. Finally getting out of this match, and Roddy having to work with one leg. Pause. Roddy is working his ass off, too. Uh-oh. Sometimes she does, yeah. Sometimes she does. I get her to do that every once in a while. Not to mention I get to hear her voice all the time. And they're like, yeah. Dead love it. Dead love it. There's one thing I learned a long time ago. He had his foot on the rope there, ref, and you're looking straight at it and still counting. That's just, Ruh-roh. Say goodnight, Gracie. Not enough for 3. I tell you what I would like to see, though, now that I think about it, I just had an epiphany here. Walk with me on this one. FTR versus Swerve and Omega. And you have Prince Nana and Stokely Hathaway on the outside. Tell me that motherfucker wouldn't be entertaining. Seriously. Tell me that would not be entertaining right there. I fear there's going to be some severe... Yeah, there is going to be some severe damage here, Tony. Oh, got him in the 4. Just once I want to see a referee go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ring the bell. I mean, it just is what it is, you know. It's just, but I would pay good money to see this match right here because FTR, Swerve Strickland, Kenny Omega, and you have Stokely Hathaway and Prince Nana on the outside. That would be a pretty damn good dream tag team match right there. And Kyle O'Reilly coming out of nowhere. Pause. Cash Wheeler way over that top rope. Kyle O'Reilly following suit. Oh, not enough for 3. Roddy almost picking up that 3 count. They stayed alive. That's a better way of putting it. I don't think pursue is a good word. Hello. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Swing and a kind of miss. Uh-oh. Got him. Now, one thing Dax can do is tell a good story in the ring. I think they could fight forever too, but I think they got to start wrapping this thing up. Spike DD or Spike Pile Driver. NFTR picks up the win over Paragon Food Stores. If you're local to North Carolina, that used to be a food store here. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Wednesday Night Dynamite's going to be off the Chisane. And we're going to be here covering it live, 8 p.m., live on Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Graps TV, and The Sicko Show. Covering AEW Dynamite. We may be covering something else between now and Wednesday. I will give you the pop-up stream notice if we are going to do that. Shatter Machine on Kyle O'Reilly. Oh, Lord. Pardon me, but if you want to know how to fuck up a wet dream, this is the absolute formula for that. Unless Daniel Garcia is joining Cash Wheeler and them, that's the only reason I want to see him out here. Oh, Lord. He's having a breakdown. Oh, pause. Daniel Garcia saying he's going to get his hands on him. Pause. But yeah, we'll hear from the Hurt Syndicate and all kinds of cool stuff here on Wednesday. MJF is going to appear probably to beg to be on the Hurt Syndicate again. And that 8-man tag team match there that Catherine's already hot and horny for right here. Not to mention the cherry on top Hangman Adam Page showing up in Norfolk, Virginia. It's going to be a great week over there. We're going to be covering that live on Graps TV and the Sicko Show. But as it stands, ladies and gentlemen, it is almost 11 p.m. right now in Eastern Standard Time, and I'm a little bit tired and would definitely like to go to bed. Bet. So with that being said, I know that we will definitely be back on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time for AEW Dynamite. We might be live a little bit in between now and then. Tomorrow's show might be up in the air based on transportation things going on. We may have something kicking around there that I need to handle, so I haven't decided whether I'm going to actually do a show tomorrow or not. Maybe, maybe not. It really just depends. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, as always, I like to say you are the stars. I am the conduit here. On Graps TV and the Sicko Show, I am but the conduit to enjoyment. And that's what I enjoy doing. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and cruise on out of here and check out the back of my eyelids, make sure there's no holes in them. That way, we got to be ready for this evening's, not really a winter nap, but I wish the weather would make up its mind. But as it stands right now, we will definitely see you at 8 p.m. on Wednesday. May see you tomorrow, not sure yet, but I do know that we are getting the his hell up out of here. So I'd like to say good night, God bless, and good night, America, wherever you are. We will definitely see you on Wednesday. Take care.